Thanks for taking care of my mother all these years. Now that her funeral is all wrapped up, I don't think there's anything left for you to do as a daughter-in-law. So could you please move out of the house by the end of the month? Thanks. Huh? What are you talking about? You didn't think that you could keep living in our house, did you? I thought that the estate settlements had just started. I haven't talked to Sean about anything related to that yet. The funeral was just yesterday. You haven't even talked to Sean. Our father has been dead for 15 years, so it stands to reason that I would inherit the house as the eldest child. Well, if Sean is okay with that, then I certainly don't have any objections. Can you ask him about it now? He hasn't come home from work yet. He's got overtime today. If he's not even going to be there half the day, wouldn't it be a waste for him to inherit the house anyway? I'm sure he'd say that I should have it. Even if he did say that, we've been living in this house for a long time, so it would be a little difficult to leave so quickly. We'd need to pack all our stuff and find a new place to live. That's your problem, not mine. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten so comfortable. Did you really think that the house belonged to you two just because you'd been living in it for 7 years? That's not what I'm saying. Now that Mom's gone, could worthless outsiders like you please stop getting in my family's way? You think I'm a worthless outsider? What else could you be? Did you really think that you were counted as a member of our family? Of course I did. That's why I took care of your mother for 7 years. Because we were family. Well, we're not. Though I can't say that I didn't benefit from your mistake. You're always going out wearing ragged old clothes, and you can't be bothered to use any makeup or even get a proper haircut. Forget being your family. I don't even want to be seen with you. I was doing full-time work as a caregiver all by myself. Shopping for new clothes, getting my hair done. Do you really think I had time for trivial things like that? Are you trying to say that Sean and I are the bad guys since we weren't taking care of Mom with you? No, I'm not trying to make you look bad. Well, it's not like you had a job, and you've never been much to look at, so it made sense for you to be the one to stay home and take care of Mom. Don't act like your sloppy appearance was some kind of noble sacrifice. You've been third-rate from the beginning. Why are you being so mean to me? It's not like you couldn't keep your appearance while taking care of Mom anyway. Plenty of other women seem to be able to do the same without any trouble. For example, have you seen Mary Freeman, who lives down the street? I've talked to Mary, and she says she isn't doing the caregiving all by herself. She apparently gets lots of help from both her husband and his older sister. Exactly. She's in the same situation as you, and yet the difference is like night and day. Wait, the same situation? Since when were you helping me? I came by to visit Mom, didn't I? If by visit you mean that you'd stop in for 5 minutes, say hi to your mother, rummage around in the fridge, and then leave, then yeah, I guess you did. I mostly remember that the food I had delivered from the local co-op would mysteriously disappear whenever you came by. See, I helped out a lot. I brightened Mom's day and I even cleaned up the fridge. I think I did a great job. You're joking, aren't you? Of course not. Why would you think otherwise? All I'm saying is that I find it hard to believe that you didn't have time to take care of your appearance, even though I was helping you out with Mom. I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to argue with you. It's not as if a robot like you has the right to argue anyway. Robot? You're basically just a housekeeping robot. That's how my mother thought of you as well. Did she really say that about me? She didn't say it out loud, but as her daughter, I could tell that's what she thought. We were on the same wavelength. I see. But you really are overstepping your place as a daughter-in-law. Your job as caregiver is done, and yet you're still living in my family's house. That's some nerve you've got. I'm not trying to take over the house or anything. Since Donna died, everything has happened so fast. I've barely been able to keep up. My head is still spinning. That's fine. Your head can keep spinning for all I care. Just hurry up and get out of the house. First, I need to talk to Sean, okay? This affects both of us. The two of you can discuss whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just know that I'll be inheriting the house. You'd better be out by next month. All your stuff needs to be gone and the house needs to be clean. My name is Rachel. I am 35 years old. My parents died in a car accident when I was very young. I was raised in foster care. After being passed from family to family for most of my childhood, as soon as I graduated high school, I moved out on my own and started earning my own living. About 10 years ago, I married Sean, who I met at work. He is 2 years younger than me. Even after we got married, I kept working. We tried our best to save money however we could. Our dream was to build a house one day. However, 7 years ago, my mother-in-law got sick and could no longer take care of herself. We couldn't afford to put her in assisted living, so instead we moved into her house and I became her full-time caregiver. My husband has a very independent older sister named Crystal. She said that she was too busy to help with taking care of her mother, and argued that it made more sense for me to do it since Sean could support us. Sean was in favor of this plan, so I quit my job and began taking care of my mother-in-law, Donna. When we first got married, Donna would say mean things to me and make snide remarks about how I was older than my husband. I was a little worried when we first moved in with her. But after I started taking care of her, I think we were able to build a good relationship. Neither my husband nor Crystal helped take care of their mother. I wouldn't have had time to complain even if I wanted to. Taking care of Donna consumed my every day. It seemed to last forever. And yet, looking back, time passed so quickly. After 7 years of fighting her illness, Donna passed on. But not a minute after she breathed her last, I got that text message from Crystal. Of course, I immediately discussed what she said to me with my husband. But to my dismay, his reaction was completely the opposite of what I would have expected. There's something I want to discuss with you about your sister. I already talked to her. You don't have to explain anything to me. Just do what she said and hurry up and move out of that house. Huh? We discussed the inheritance already and decided that she's getting the house and land, but I'm getting the money. It's already decided? Just like that? Why didn't you ask for my opinion? What does your opinion matter? You're not a part of our family. You don't get a say in the inheritance. This doesn't have anything to do with you. I'm your wife! How am I not a part of the family? Give me a break. I haven't thought of you as my wife or even as a woman for years now. What do you mean? Is that some kind of joke? Nobody would want someone who looks like you as their wife. You look like some old woman we picked up off the side of the road. That's awful. How can you even say something like that to me? Sorry to break it to you, but it's the truth. You need to get out of that house and start looking for your own place to live pronto. My own place? Do you mean that you won't be coming with me? Of course I'm not. Who would want to live with an old hag like you? Is there some other young, beautiful woman who you're going to go live with instead? Oh, so you already know about that? Sometimes I'd smell something like a woman's perfume on your business suits. But I believed in you and trusted that you weren't seeing someone else. Sorry that your belief in me was all in vain. Anyway, I'll be divorcing you immediately. How can you say that like it means nothing to you? Well, it's true that getting a divorce the minute that your parent drops dead does look a little bad. So I was originally planning on waiting a couple of months or so before the divorce. But if you already know about my affair, then we might as well get it over with now. So you're not just betraying me with another woman, but you kept me around all this time just so I could take care of your mother? And now that she's dead, you're throwing me away. Just how terrible of a person can you be? You can say whatever you want about me. It doesn't matter. You've just been a housewife for all these years. You don't have enough money to hire a lawyer and contest anything. There is nothing you can do to me. If that's your attitude about me, then I won't hesitate to leave. Great, that's perfect. I went ahead and put the paperwork for the divorce in the living room, so could you go ahead and fill it out? I'll submit it later. Fine. Starting today, I'll be living with my girlfriend. But just because I'm not around doesn't mean that you can keep living in that house. You better be out of there by the end of the month, just like my sister said. I have no intention of staying any longer than it takes to move out. Oh, and you better clean the place up before you leave. If it's not to my sister's liking, then you'll be hearing it from me. What did you do? What could you be talking about? Today I was supposed to move into my mother's old place, but the house is gone. Oh, well, you see, I was just doing what you asked me to. You wanted me to clean everything, right? So I cleaned up the house and made it a perfect empty lot. I hope you like it. What? When did we tell you to do that? You did ask me to clean everything up, didn't you? We meant that you needed to clean the inside of the house, you idiot! Not remove the whole house from the lot! Oh my, really? I must have misunderstood you. You. Is this how you try to get back at us for making you leave? We won't forgive you for this. Oh, it's fine, don't worry. I don't need you to forgive me. That's not the point. Tearing down someone else's house without their permission is destruction of property, and it's against the law. We'll be taking you to court. I think you might be mistaken. That was my house. What are you trying to pull this late in the game? We already told you that you're not a member of our family. That's right. I'm not a member of your family, you idiot. My only family is my late mother-in-law. Huh? Just as it was written in her will, I officially inherited both the house and the land. Her will? You inherited? What are you talking about? We haven't heard anything about that. Where should I start? I believe it was the day after you two told me to get out of the house. Your Aunt Nancy came by to visit. She had a lawyer with her. Aunt Nancy came by the house? Doesn't she live in Minnesota? And what do you mean, a lawyer? I actually didn't know about this either. But apparently, while your mother was still alive, she called up Nancy and asked her to help her write a will. Together, they wrote out a formal last will and testament. Ugh, a formal will? What a pain. But that does sound like something Mom would do. She always had to get every little thing just right. No, wait, Crystal! This is actually a good thing! If there's a will, then we've got more proof of the crime. At this rate, Rachel will be serving jail time. Oh, that's true! Mom must have divided the inheritance between me and Sean, after all. This way we can prove that Rachel has no right to the property. Do you not remember what I said just a few minutes ago? Are you just ignoring me, or are you really that stupid? What did you say? I believe I already told you that I officially inherited both the house and the land. Did you forget? Your mother wrote in the will that I bequeath everything I own to Rachel. What? There's no way she wrote that. That's right. You're not even our family. When you two say family, exactly what are you talking about? What does that word mean to you? Huh? Taking your mother to the hospital, preparing meals for her, changing her diaper. The one who did all of that was me. Neither of you did anything to take care of your mother while she was sick for the last 7 years. She was suffering, but you didn't even lift a finger. We were both working. Of course we didn't have time for elder care. I'm sure you were busy. But Sean, you were even living in the same house as your mother. Yet you never spent any time with her. You wouldn't even come by her room to say hi. All you did was tell me not to slack off. Do you count that as helping? That just shows how bad it was at work. I didn't even have time to say hello to my own mother. I don't want to hear that from someone who somehow still had time to see another woman on the side. I had to really work to make time to see her in my few spare moments. And you didn't even think to spare 1 second out of those few spare moments for your poor mother? Well... Hey now, I actually went and visited Mom. You were there. You saw me. Oh, I saw you all right. I saw you visiting with your mom at record speed and then raiding our pantry and fridge for food before leaving mere minutes after you came in. Don't even try saying anything to make yourself look high and mighty after behaving like that. You need to shut up. While I was taking care of your mother for those 7 years, we spent a lot of time together. We watched TV, we knitted, we chatted. We really got to know each other. No way. That's gotta be a lie. As soon as we got married, my mom was making all kinds of snide comments about you. You always hated her.
As soon as I started taking care of her, she apologized for all that. She never once said anything mean after that. And we were on good terms the entire time I took care of her. She even started treating me as a friend.
Just because you spent a mere 7 years together? What are you trying to say? Sean and I spent decades with her as her precious children. We were with her our entire lives.
It wasn't just any 7 years. It was her last 7 years.
Huh?
I worked hard to make sure that the last years of her life would be as enjoyable and comfortable as possible. What about you two? Did you do anything for her? Anything at all?
Well,
I asked you both countless times to make some time for her, didn't I? I told you she just wants to see her children. I told you even just chatting about the weather or whatever would make her happy. So please spend some time with her. I asked you over and over, but neither of you listened to what I had to say.
I'm telling you, it was my job's fault.
Shut up.
Huh?
Do you know why I asked you so persistently to talk to your mother? Do you understand why I was so insistent about it? It's because the only thing she ever talked about was memories she had from when you two were kids. Sean sure was a crybaby and Crystal was always so sassy. They were so cute, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. She looked so happy when she shared those stories with me. I need you two to listen to me for once because this is important. She loved both of you with all her heart. To her, you are the most precious people in the whole world. And now that you two are so grown up, she'd say you didn't even spare her the time of day.
Mom.
But despite that, even now you're still making excuses, saying that work was too busy and all that. I hope you eat those words.
Oof.
Consider her feelings for once. She was a mother who loved her children, but they wouldn't even look her way in return. She poured her heart and soul into raising them, but they wouldn't come visit during her time of need. Can you still honestly make those excuses?
Well,
No more beating around the bush. Tell me the truth. Was work really so busy that you couldn't talk to your mother?
Really, the truth was, taking care of Mom and stuff was too much of a pain. I didn't want to deal with it.
There it is. Thank you for finally being honest.
I'm sorry.
Hang on! Sean, stop! You're falling for her trap! This is the woman who is trying to steal our inheritance. She's a piece of trash who's not even a member of our family. Don't let her try to guilt trip you. She's the real criminal. My original intent was actually to turn down the inheritance. Your mother's gratitude meant a lot to me, but I didn't think it would be appropriate to accept such a thing in place of her real children.
If that's true, then why did you end up taking it, you thief?
Nancy showed me the photo that your mother kept inside her wallet. It was a picture from spring a few years ago. In the window, you could see a clear blue sky and the cherry tree in the front yard in full bloom. It's a photograph that I took of the two of us in her room.
What's that supposed to mean?
On the back, a photo with my daughter was written in her handwriting.
What?
It made me so happy. We spent all those years together. And in return, she thought of me as her real daughter. During our time in that house, at least, she thought of me not just as an in-law, but as her real family. That's why I decided to accept the inheritance after all. If she accepted me as a daughter, then I would gladly accept her as a mother. And as such, I wanted to respect her wishes and take the inheritance because she was my family.
So are you trying to say that my mother rejected me? Her real daughter?
Do you still not understand the position you're in? Make no mistake. You're the ones who rejected her, not the other way around.
You don't have to say it like that.
Our mother left me a letter along with her will. What she wrote also led me to accept the inheritance.
She even left you a letter when she didn't leave anything for me or Sean? That doesn't even make sense. Tell us the truth. The will, that sob story you just made up. It's all lies, isn't it? You're just trying to get revenge and steal our inheritance.
I see you're still in denial.
Crystal, stop. You need to give it up.
You need to shut your mouth. You're just a gullible idiot. Do you really believe her?
I'm telling you, cut it out. Deep down, you know that Rachel isn't lying. I know you do.
Shut up! Are you really okay with this? We don't get anything, not even a sense of the inheritance. I don't know about you, but I've been counting on getting my share. I plan my finances around inheriting that house and the land that it's on.
It sucks for me too, but that's just the way it has to be. Rachel is right. The two of us rejected Mom a long time ago. We didn't love and respect her, so we don't deserve to receive anything. It's shameful, but it's true.
Sean.
I used to spend lots of time with Mom. We'd watch TV, talk, and laugh. We weren't saying anything that mattered, but those are happy memories. If Rachel was doing the same thing for her all these years later, then I should have been there too. But now it's too late. Crystal, surely you feel the same way. Don't you have happy memories with Mom too?
Of course I do. When I was little, Mom taught me to knit. I was terrible at first, but she was a good teacher. One year we made so many scarves we didn't know what to do with them all. Even after I had long since given up the hobby, she would make me a new sweater in my favorite color every Christmas. Do you think she still wanted to knit with me? After all this time? I don't want to make Mom sad anymore. She may have passed on, but I want to honor her memory in a way that would make her happy.
I do too. I want her to smile the way that she used to. Rachel, I'm sorry.
You can apologize to me now, but it won't bring your mother back. I'm sorry, but she's gone. Also, I can't just forgive you for taking advantage of me or for having an affair.
I understand. And if you're asking for any money from me as a part of the divorce, I will pay it without complaint.
I see. Somehow, at the very last moment, it feels like you're finally beginning to understand me.
Yeah. Crystal, what about you? Surely you understand and are fine with everything.
Yes, I'm very sorry.
Rachel, I'm sorry for forcing you into that difficult situation for 7 years. You suffered all by yourself because of my selfishness.
What are you saying? I wasn't suffering. I was happy for those 7 years.
You don't have to downplay what you went through. You can be honest with us.
Do you think I would downplay anything after all this? I'm not lying. I really was happy. When I read the letter that your mother left for me, that's what I thought from the bottom of my heart.
I see. I'm glad to hear that Mom's last words could make you so happy. I wish we could read that letter too, but we don't have any right to if it was written for you.
If you've really changed your heart, then I think that the best thing you can do is visit your mother's grave and bring her some flowers every once in a while. I'm sure she would appreciate that. You know, she always kept a vase of flowers in the house.
From now on, I'll be sure to visit her like I should have been doing when she was alive. I'd talk to her too, but I don't know if she'd be able to hear me. Rachel, I can't apologize enough for all this. I am truly sorry. And thank you. Both for taking care of Mom and for helping us realize what we did wrong.
I'm glad you were able to realize where you went wrong. I only wish I had been able to get through to you sooner. I don't know if I'll see either of you ever again, but please, always remember your mother fondly, okay? Goodbye. I'm so glad that you became a member of my family. When you first married my son, I said horrible things to you just because I thought that my son's wife should be younger than him. Such an old-fashioned idea. I am so sorry for the way I treated you back then. I remember making this same apology back when you first started taking care of me. You told me, "Oh, that was so long ago I had forgotten all about it," and smiled at me as if nothing had ever happened. The fact that you accepted me without harboring a grudge was such a blessing. Your selfless attitude is truly admirable. While I've been sick, Sean and Crystal have never really come by to see me, have they? Despite that, you always kept me from getting too lonely. You'd watch daytime TV with me, chat and argue with me about whatever nonsense I was on about that day. And you even learned to knit for me. You hadn't ever tried handicrafts before, but you worked hard and were even able to make me a pair of gloves. I had so much fun spending time with you and enjoying the little things in life. Every day there was something to look forward to, however small. The fact that I've been able to live out these last years of my life so comfortably and peacefully is all thanks to you, Rachel. I can't express in words just how grateful I am to you. And while you were working so hard, my children caused nothing but trouble for you. I'm very sorry about that. If you're reading this letter, then I am sure you've heard from Nancy already. But I'm bequeathing all of my possessions to you. Not only is the inheritance a gift to you, but as a mother, I feel that Sean and Crystal are in need of one last scolding. So please don't hesitate to accept it. This is for their sake as well as yours. I hope you know that you are and always will be my irreplaceable daughter. The gloves that you made for me that have 6 fingers will always be my treasure. I'm sure there will be hard times ahead, but from now on, please live a happy life for yourself. This is my parting wish for you. Thank you for everything. Love, Mom.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Oh, Jason! Congratulations! I am so proud of you!
Thanks, Mom. I couldn't have done it without your support.
Well, congrats, kiddo. I don't know how to say it, but you did good. I'm proud of you, son.
Congrats on your new job, Jay! I can't believe my own brother actually passed the civil service exam! And in the top 20% too! I'm seeing you in a whole new light, man.
Oh, please. I don't know why you're so surprised. I've always been the smart one in this family. I got my first paycheck today, so lunch is on me, guys. Have as much food as you want.
Oh, who could that be?
It should be this place.
Babe, over here. Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, Alexa.
Oh, I see. Nice to meet you, Alexa. I'm John, and this is my wife, Fiona, and our youngest, Sammy.
It's nice to finally meet you all. Here, babe. Congrats on 1 month in your new job.
Aw, what? What's this? You got me flowers. Oh, and a cool fountain pen. Thanks, sweetie. I'll use it every day. Really, this is so nice. It's all thanks to you that I even got this job in the first place. You stood right by my side supporting me the whole time I was studying for the exam and helped me any way you could. I don't know how many conversations I spent talking about all the things you did for me. Right, Mom? Dad?
Oh, yes, of course. He talked so much about you that I thought my ears were gonna fall off. It couldn't have been easy to be there day in and day out for our Jason, I'm sure. If only I knew that you were going to join us today, Alexa.
Oh, you didn't know?
Jason, I thought you told them.
You didn't mention that I would be coming?
Oh, babe, there's no need for me to announce it beforehand. You're welcome anytime. It's just a little gathering at home to celebrate my new job. Of course my girlfriend should be here too. Come on, come sit over here.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me, everyone.
Again, it's so nice to meet you all, finally. I think we've actually seen each other a few times before outside of our old school, Fiona. Do you remember me? Of course I do! How could I forget? I do feel a bit bad that we haven't been able to invite you over ourselves before now. I assumed you might not feel comfortable coming over for a family gathering as your first time here, so that's why I thought perhaps you wouldn't join us today.
I didn't know you would be coming today either. What do you do for work, Alexa?
Oh, I'm just a regular old office worker. Actually, I was also studying for the civil service exam, but I realized that it just didn't feel like it was the right path for me, so I just started applying to jobs here and there. That's really how Jason and I met. We always studied at the same cafe and realized that we were studying for the same exam, too.
Wow, really? That's so cool. You guys have been dating for quite a while then, right? How long has it been now?
You're always out and about hanging with your friends somewhere. You never pay any attention to my life, do you? Alexa and I have been dating for nearly 4 years now. She actually did sit the civil service exam before, but she just didn't enjoy the work at all. She realized that she wants to do something more creative. So she dropped it and started applying for jobs that suited her more.
Oh, really? But having a job in the public sector is so stable. You put so much work in, too. Then you decided to just give it up completely.
Even with a good job, I just didn't feel happy doing the work, you know? It didn't feel like me. I think I've always been more of a creative person anyhow, so finding a role that fits my interests better just became more important to me. These days, I'm working in event planning and coordination, and I think I'm doing well and I'm really enjoying it too.
Well, that's great, but what about later on? Once you reach my age, there's other things you have to consider. Is it a big company that you're working at? Would we recognize the name? Or is it quite a small business? What kind of work does your company do?
Oh, well, it's a relatively small company, I suppose, but they've got a solid team working there. We mainly do event coordination and planning.
I see. So your salary must be a lot lower than our Jason then. Are you on something like $20K a year?
Mom, stop asking such personal questions. It's rude.
Honey, you guys have to think ahead. In your role, you'll be getting steady promotions and easily be on $100K a year within 3 years at least. But at a small events company, who knows when you'll actually get to retire? And the salary isn't going to get much better.
Well, I can't really ignore the facts about money in this industry. But for now, I really am enjoying my work. And in this field, people move around a lot and land new positions all the time. So I can always try moving to a larger company in the future if I want to.
Well, if it was that easy to land new jobs, then you could just land a job at a bigger company from the get-go, no? Why did you choose to apply for work at such a small company?
Oh, well, I was quite focused on just starting my career somewhere. Plus, there still are a lot of opportunities to find new roles elsewhere. I did look around and apply to a lot of bigger companies, too. But I felt that being in this role and working at my current place would be a really great opportunity to progress as the company grows.
Oh, sweetie. That's just how all students justify themselves when they can't pass the civil service exam.
Hey, it sounds like a really nice place to work. And we're here to celebrate, aren't we? Whether it's for civil service or any kind of job. At this rate, we'll be talking about work forever. Let's just enjoy the meal. Have as much as you like, Alexa. Oh, yes. Thanks, Sammy.
Oh, boy. What's up? Is everything all right?
Well... Are you staying over tonight, Evie?
Yeah, Michael is away with Dad and is gonna stay there overnight. So even if I went home, it would just be me in the house anyway. I think he said Dad was gonna help him look around some properties in the area.
Oh, right, okay. Ev, before you and Michael got married, did you have any worries about your future at all?
Worries? Nothing that really stands out. Michael has done quite well for himself considering his upbringing, but I guess I still had some worries about our future. I had worries about him working with Dad too, of course.
So you did have a few worries then. And yet you're both doing so well now. You never felt any doubts about getting married?
Well, I love him, Alexa. So I didn't really think too deeply about anything else. I'm sure his parents still worry about him and about our future together. But he always reassures them. Besides, these days parents just let their children live their own lives and make their own decisions, you know? So his parents don't really nag at us too much. The most they might say is about staying on top of laundry or paying a bit more into a pension or something, but nothing that really affects us day to day.
I see. Well, Michael is super nice and always supports you, so I'm not surprised.
What's going on, Alexa? I noticed that you've been kind of down ever since I got here. Is something wrong? Has something happened between you and Jason? And you're all dressed up today. Have you been out somewhere nice?
Well, actually, today I went over to Jason's parents' place to celebrate his new job. They were having a little get-together to congratulate him.
Oh, really? Ooh, that sounds really nice, Alexa. Right, yeah, Jason was preparing for that big exam, wasn't he? I guess he ended up doing pretty well then. Weren't you guys planning on getting engaged as soon as he passed and landed his first job? So you went to visit the soon-to-be in-laws, huh? I think that's great. Though I'm sure it was a bit nerve-wracking meeting his parents for the first time.
I was looking forward to it, yeah. And I was on my best daughter-in-law behavior, too. His dad and sister were quite welcoming and made an effort to make conversation with me. But his mom, she was kind of distant, even though we've actually met a few times before today. I just didn't expect her to be so blunt.
Was it kind of formal? It was only you and his family, right? You just say hello, ask about each other's day, talk about the weather, and eat lunch, right? What else is there to it?
That's what I thought it would be like, yeah. But as soon as I arrived, there was this shift in her voice. She immediately started asking me all these questions about my work. Like, how much money do I earn and how big is my company? She just could not get over the fact that I chose my current job over civil service. She basically belittled my company and my work.
What? Why would she do that? What's wrong with just being a regular employee at a decent company? Is she worried about pensions or something like that?
I know, right? I don't know why she had such a big issue with it. Jason did try to calm her down and back me up, but she just wasn't having it. I don't know if it was because she was in the comfort of her own home or something, but she wasn't sugarcoating any of her words. Honestly, I didn't like it. It was pretty rude, especially because it was in front of Jason and his dad and sister, too.
Right. Okay, I think I'm getting a better idea of why you're having all these worries about marrying Jason. You'd be having them as your in-laws, too. And you wouldn't want mom and dad to know about any conflict that you'd have with them, right? You're worried about having to pretend everything is fine all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't know what I should do now.
Okay, for starters, let's just invite Jason for a meal out with me, you, and mom. And we can all just get to know each other a bit more in a smaller setting first.
Really? I was also thinking of doing something like that. You think that would be okay?
Yeah, of course. It'll be good. Besides, Dad and Michael are going to be busy with work for the next month or so and aren't going to be around as much. If you really want to spend the rest of your life with them, then let's start by getting a few of us introduced and just having a casual conversation about the future over lunch or something. We'll all be seeing each other a lot more often in the future anyway, so why not start with just a few of us getting lunch together?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But isn't it important to have all the family meet each other together? Maybe having this first will be a bit weird.
Don't overthink so much. It's fine. Mom and Dad never cared about that kind of stuff anyway. Families that are always so stuffy and formal like that are the weird ones. Plus, having too many new people to meet at once can also be kind of hectic. This way eases people in a bit more. If you want, you can just say that it was all my idea if anyone has an issue with it. Personally, I think it's a way better way for everyone to get to know each other and at least for a few of us to catch a vibe first before any bigger meetings. If it goes smoothly, then we can start to talk about larger gatherings with all the parents and any other family.
Yeah, that works, right?
Yeah, for sure. Besides, if you're already feeling so anxious about everything after meeting with his family once, then I think seeing how you feel after a small get-together with me and Mom is good. It'll be a good way to gauge the situation. And if we're being realistic, Alexa, it's impossible to please everyone. There's always going to be that one family member that says whatever is on their mind and nitpicks at things because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll talk to Jason about it. I think having a small meeting first is a good place to start. Thanks, Ev.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't worry, I'll be subtle and just be by your side to support you. I can't believe we're even having this discussion. We haven't seen each other in a while and suddenly my little sister's getting married. I'm really happy for you, Al.
You're crazy. Who knows how everything is gonna pan out anyway. But thanks, Evelyn.
True, but still. Okay, see you soon for the lunch. Jason, why did you invite her over? Are you seriously thinking of marrying that girl?
Mom, what are you saying? You know how much she supported me whilst I was studying to pass my exam. I couldn't have done it without her. You kept asking questions about her work and judging the size of her company. But I know that you know how much she did for me and encouraged me over the past year. Why are you being so harsh all of a sudden?
What do you think? Jason, you're working high up in civil service now. Think of how much influence you have in our community now. Seems like you've forgotten just how hard it was to get that position in the first place. I had no idea you were so serious about that girl, let alone having thoughts about marrying her.
My role isn't that high up, Mom. And Alexa and I have been dating for almost 4 years. Of course I'm having thoughts about marrying her. Besides, if it wasn't for Alexa, I would have never gotten to where I am now. I wouldn't have even attempted the civil service exam. And I don't know why you were so on her case about her work. She's doing really well at her job, and her managers can see how good she is. I don't know exactly how much she earns, but even if she isn't earning as much as me right now, there's every possibility that she could progress to a much higher role and earn a lot more in the future, especially if she moves to a bigger company. It's like you were saying, you never know what could happen in the future. The same goes for people's career paths, Mom.
Oh, Jason, that's very optimistic. I know you're saying this because you're so nice, but life doesn't work like that. I've lived a lot longer than you, and I can't afford to be so naive anymore.
Honey, the two of them have been dating for nearly 4 years now. Do you really think anything you say now is going to change his mind? Besides, Jason isn't so young anymore. It's about time he started to think about settling down and building a family of his own. Breaking up with Alexa won't do him any good. And he's got a stable job in civil service, so he's going to have a solid pension and might even be able to retire early. What more could we ask for? You're being too greedy, Fiona.
I'm allowed to be greedy for my son. Now that he has a stable job, I thought things would be smooth sailing from here on out. But I had no idea that he would still be mooching around with some girl who works at some no-name company and barely earns above minimum wage. At this point, how do I even know that you actually got a new job?
Mom, honestly, if I keep trying to find a girl that ticks all your boxes, I'll never find anyone. I'm going to marry Alexa, Mom. So please, stop trying to change my mind and just focus on how great she is. I found an amazing partner. Can't you just be happy for me?
Oh, whatever. I just don't like her, and that's my opinion.
Just leave them be. Honestly, Jason, is there really anything that your mother likes? Don't pay her any mind. I should know. I've put up with it all these years.
John! Excuse me! Oh, whatever. I'm not the one who got fired from a good stable job at a big company.
Huh! You think people are set for life after landing one job at a big company? I can't believe you still try to guilt-trip me for that, even after I told you time and time again how insufferable that place was, and I still put up with it for years without even a single day off.
Honestly, all the men in this family have no backbone. I have to grip my teeth every day just to keep this family afloat. Do you really think everyone lives such an easy life? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Since you want to marry her so badly, it's not like anything I say is going to change your mind. But don't say I didn't warn you when you change your mind.
Your persistence sure is impressive, Mom. Wow, Mom, the food tastes great. Babe, try some. It's really good. Lasagna is one of Mom's specialties.
I'm not sure if it'll be to your taste, Alexa, but I think my wife is a pretty good cook. Please have as much as you like.
I'm sure it tastes amazing, John. I've heard that you can even make your own pasta at home, Fiona. You must have a lot of cooking experience. After Jason and I get married, I'll have to learn all your best recipes.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? A marriage isn't final until the very last document is signed, right? Besides, you would be so busy with work. Would you really have time to come over and learn all those recipes from me?
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Come on, Mom. Be nice. I love Alexa so much, and there's no one I'd rather spend the rest of my life with than her.
Jason, are you going to pick on every little thing I say? Just leave me be. Actually, we haven't even had a chance to meet your parents yet, Alexa. Shouldn't we get to know them first? I think it's important for everyone to meet and see how we all get along together. No?
Oh, Fiona, are you really going to keep going on about that? We're in no rush. I'm sure we'll all meet together eventually.
I'm not saying we're in a rush. It's just that it's not so easy to get such a good job like Jason has. I'm sure you understand, Alexa. Our Jason is truly one of a kind. And he's my eldest son, so of course I have to do my best to make sure he lives the best life he possibly could. For the two of you to get engaged when we parents haven't even exchanged so much as a text message just doesn't seem right to me.
Ah, I see. Well, recently my dad has been away a lot for work, so he's a bit hard to meet up with these days. And my mom's been having trouble with her knees, so we just decided that the two of us could meet up with her for lunch somewhere and have a simple meal together. We thought at the very least that would be better than just ordering takeout or something.
Well, it would be nice to be kept in the loop a bit more. This is the first time hearing about this. No one ever tells me anything, so I'm always left to my own devices trying to figure everything out by myself. I don't know what either of your parents do for work or what kind of house they live in. I feel like John and I should know these kinds of things if you two are serious about your future together.
Mom, chill. Her parents are living very comfortably and they're doing just fine. Isn't that enough? Getting along with my future in-laws is important for me too. It's really not that complicated. They're just normal people living normal lives. Right, babe?
Yeah, there's not really much else to know. My dad works as a project manager and my mom is a full-time housewife.
Not so different from us, then. Your dad is the one who works and your mom is a housewife. That's just like us. I'm sure we'll get along with your parents just fine. It'll be nice to have them as family, too. It's perfect.
Perfect? There's nothing perfect about it. Working as a high-ranking public official and being a regular office worker are two completely different things. Honestly, your father has no standards. At least I have a little ambition for my son's life. Well, whatever. You and Alexa have been dating for a while now anyway, so it's not like any of this will make a difference. I have to just let you have your way. So, when are you thinking of getting married then,
Mom, I'm not that high-ranking, you know. Anyway, we're planning to get married next summer. Right, Alexa?
Yes, we thought sometime next summer would be nice.
Oh, that sounds perfect. What a lovely time to have a wedding. And you might already be aware, but besides the money that Jason has been saving up with his new job, we have been saving up too. So we can definitely contribute some money too. Plus, we do also own a small property in the city on top of our savings. So if you like, you can start your life together there. If not, you two can discuss what would be better for you and maybe even move to a bigger place. It's up to you.
Oh, yes. Jason mentioned it before. My parents also said that they would help out if we needed anything, so we have their support too.
That's great. All right then. Well, you two should get going and have a nice time at lunch. We can discuss more details when we all next meet. Until then, take care of yourselves and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Dad.
Jason, come over here and sit down.
What? Why? Mom, I only just got home. I'm really tired today. Can't this wait until I've settled down a bit and had like 5 minutes to rest?
Give this to Alexa.
What is this?
I meant to ask her myself for her phone number before, but I forgot. I did ask you before, but since you didn't give it to me, there's no way for me to contact her. So you give this to her for me.
What is this? Wedding gifts for your in-laws?
This is the least her and her family can do for us.
High-end watch for the husband. Tailored suit for the wedding. Kitchen set, bedding, furniture for the house. Hold on, and an advanced monetary contribution of $50,000 to the in-laws? Mom, you want Alexa's parents to provide all of this?
Of course, Jason! I sacrificed so much for this engagement and had to set all my needs aside. I think it's only fair that her parents contribute this much to your marriage at the very least. Of course we should be given something. What with the difference between your job and hers? Believe me, I'm already settling for a lot less than what I hoped for. Once I saw for myself how much you really love her, I gave up trying to convince you otherwise. So how about you try to understand me a bit too and just support me on this?
Okay, but Mom, this is too much. How can I ask them for all this? Besides, aren't we supposed to provide things for the wedding too?
We're giving you a house! Isn't that the best gift for a newlywed couple?
Come on, Mom. It's a small bungalow on the other side of town. You guys have been looking for ways to upkeep it anyhow. It's barely even 1,000 square feet.
It doesn't matter how big it is. It's still a perfectly functioning home big enough for the two of you. Anyhow, it's clear that her parents are planning to give hardly any gifts at all. So they have to at least contribute a decent amount of money somehow. Why not to their in-laws who are already providing so much for their daughter?
Mom, if you're really expecting them to get all the things you put on that list and pay that much money, it's only natural that the house should be worth a lot more. Besides, asking them like this is just rude. They're just going to feel disrespected if you are so blatant about it.
Oh, honestly, Jason, it must be nice to care so much about everyone else's parents. I swear everyone in this family is just too nice and never thinks about what's best for us. I have to take charge all the time just to get something done around here.
Ugh, that's it, Mom. I've had it. If this is how you're going to be, I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened and you never asked me about this. In what world would asking for that amount of money outright ever be normal? And all the other things you want to ask for on top of that. I mean, what is our family even contributing at this point? It's barely anything.
We're contributing a financially stable son to their daughter's happy marriage. Not just stable, but pretty well off with room to grow. What more could they need? It's a blessing in itself to have a son-in-law like you with such a high-ranking job to support their daughter. I've had enough of arguing with you about this. If you're not gonna hand this to them, then I'll find a way to tell them myself.
Mom, give me that.
What, Jason? What do you think you're doing? You're ripping it up.
Yes, I am. Honestly, Mom, you're driving me crazy. Why are you suddenly acting so high and mighty? Can't you just give it a rest for one day? Quit being so greedy all the time. You know her family is working hard just to get by, and this is how you act?
I'm doing all this for your sake, Jason. I want you to live a good life. You don't know what you're in for, so stop berating me and just do what I say.
I don't want to hear another word about this ever again. Got it? I'm going home. Good night.
Jason! Well. I see how it is. Fine. It doesn't matter to me anyhow. If you want to just throw everything away and do whatever you want, then I'll do the same. I can just hand them the list and talk to them myself when we meet. All you had to do was hand it over and sit there quietly, but no. You just had to go against me. Oh dear. Sorry. My husband, Richard, is running a bit late. He's traveling so much these days for work that he can end up sitting in traffic for half the week. And it's always a nightmare to find parking. So how about we just start without him and discuss this wedding, hey? It's a bit awkward to just sit here waiting for him. So let's just skip the formalities and get straight to it. Yes, well, since you brought it up first, let's just get straight to the point then. Have you heard anything from the kids about gifts or contributions to the wedding? Gifts? Well, I heard about the bungalow that they'll be taking off your hands. So Richard and I were thinking of contributing a similar amount of something to support Jason and Alexa too. How big is the bungalow exactly? Well, you're questioning the size of our property from the get-go, huh? What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just haven't heard anything else about it. Jason and Alexa haven't mentioned anything, so I was just curious. Is there anything that I should know about Alexa? Maybe something about the wedding that Fiona has mentioned before. Not that I can think of. Have you mentioned something about gifts or contributions before, Fiona? Well, now that it's come up, yes, I might have mentioned something here and there. Here, Jeanette, this is for you.
What's this? Dowry contribution of the bride's family. A dowry? Do people still do that these days? I mean, I expected to pay something towards the wedding, but… This? Isn't this a bit over the top, Fiona? I mean, for the most part, I really just wanted them to do whatever they want and get them a gift or two that they ask for.
Mom, I told you not to bring this up. Just sit down and be quiet, Jason. As I'm sure you're aware, our Jason has recently landed a position as a high-ranking official in the public sector. It's a very stable job with a solid income, and we expect he will climb even higher. So I think it's only natural that your contributions match these prospects. Your daughter is great, of course, but compared to our Jason, well, it wouldn't be wrong to say that someone would be getting the slightly shorter end of the stick in this marriage.
Shorter end of the stick? In this marriage? What do you mean exactly? Is there something that you're telling us to be careful of?
Your mom sure does have a sense of humor, Alexa. It's us having to be careful, of course. This girl's only job is working for a small company in a low-level position, as I'm sure you already know. Meanwhile, our own daughter is following in her older brother's footsteps and has already started preparing to take the civil service exam. And our son has already passed his civil service exam and landed his first role in the sector, in a high-ranking managerial role, no less.
God, Fiona, are you really just going to say everything that comes into your mind?
Excuse me. Look, your husband is just a regular office worker. And your son? Well, fine. He landed a good job in a good industry. As for your daughter, well, isn't that just the same as being unemployed?
Yes, she's not working at the moment. Now, just you wait a minute. That is not the same. At all. Anyhow, I'm just saying that these are all the prospects we have to offer a daughter-in-law. And it's definitely different from what you have to offer. Do you commoners think it was easy for our son to get to where he is? Fiona, you've really taken it too far this time. Isn't it about time you stop being so disrespectful? It's ridiculous. I guess my intuition was right all along. Come on, Mom. We don't have to take this. Let's go.
I can't even believe what I'm hearing. I was listening so intently to all the good things about your son and how proud you were. I tried to think nothing of it and only wish you well, but I really can't listen to another word coming out of your mouth, Fiona. Oh, is this the right place? Hello, everyone. What's going on? Did I miss something?
How nice to see you here.
Sorry. You are?
I'm one of the security guards at your office, John Garcia. We've met a few times in the basement parking lot.
Ah, right, yes. What a coincidence to run into you here. Nice to finally meet you properly, John. I'm Alexa's father, Richard. How funny that my daughter has been dating the son of a worker at my office all this time.
Sorry, what? Honey, are you sure you're not mistaken?
Fiona, watch your mouth. Richard is the president of Future Enterprise. I see him every morning and evening going to and from work. I think I would recognize if it's the right person.
Oh my! Such a pleasure to meet you, Richard. And how nice it is to finally meet Jason's future father-in-law.
Father-in-law. Sorry, I thought we'd already wrapped up this conversation, actually. Since you have such an amazing, one-of-a-kind son who you're so proud of, why does he even need to get married in the first place? You all can just live happily ever after together in your own little bubble. Richard, honey, we're leaving. What? Sorry, what's going on? Isn't this supposed to be a place to discuss plans for the wedding? I think everyone just needs to calm down for a second.
Fiona thinks that if I really want to marry Jason, who's so much better than me, you and Mom have to meet this list of demands. Please make sure to also include $50,000 in compensation.
What is this? Dowry contribution of the Bratz family. What is all this? Are we living in the 19th century or something? I mean, I know there are still some wealthy traditional families that do these sorts of things. But sweetie, you never mentioned anything like this about Jason's family. I was thinking that the place you're planning to move to might be a bit small, so I was going to offer one of my places with a bit more space, but... What is all this?
Oh, you were going to give them a house? How wonderful.
This was basically the whole conversation that you missed, Dad. Now that you've heard it all, I think it's time for us to go. We'll talk about this later, just the four of us, and make a decision. Jason, I'll text you later.
Honestly, I've heard of these kinds of ridiculous demands between in-laws before. But to think that this would actually happen to us. Unbelievable.
All right, maybe we should just leave it here for today. Honey? Honey?
Oh my God! What just happened? Honey, was that really the president of your company? Are you sure? Honestly, Jason, out of all people, you should know what exactly your future father-in-law does for a living. What have you been doing all this time?
I told you, I haven't been able to meet him at all yet because he's been too busy with work. What the hell just happened?
Oh God, my head hurts. What am I supposed to do when I see him at work tomorrow? This is really bad.
John, go catch up with him and try to talk this through with him now.
You really think you're gonna be able to catch up with him and fix everything at this point? He's probably furious right now. Alexa said she would text me, so we just have to wait and see what she says. Honestly, what the hell is even going on? Mom, what the hell?
I didn't know, did I? They could have said something earlier. It's like they were testing us. It's ridiculous.
You thought you were doing the right thing, but you completely messed everything up. If this is the kind of in-laws we are, then we deserve it. I knew you would mess this up for us, like you always do.
John, honey, do you really think I expected any of this to happen? I didn't know. I was also lied to. I guess these kinds of untrustworthy people still exist in this world. I can't believe it.
Don't you see what kind of people they really are? Look at what we have compared to them. Don't you get it? They're in a completely different league from us.
Well, if that's how it is, why didn't they say anything from the beginning? If they really are that rich, we should have known by now.
Mom, this is all your fault. Ever since I got my job, you've been saying all kinds of crazy things. Spewing nonsense like our family is suddenly so special. You've been bragging so much about me landing this new job. It's no wonder people are getting tired of it. You're driving them away.
Well, excuse me, Jason. After all these years of hard work and effort I have put in to raise you, I think I deserve to brag a little. It's because of all these efforts that I can walk around in confidence with my head held high. And now you're saying that my pride is driving people away.
You need to fix this so that everything can go back to the way it was before you messed it all up.
Honey, why are you treating me like this all of a sudden? This is coming from the man who never cares about what I say or what I do. So why are you suddenly getting so angry and bossing me around?
Because maybe I've also finally had enough. Now I see my child's future flash before my eyes, and it's all ruined because of you. I'm so angry right now that I can't just sit back and watch any longer. Go find her parents right now and apologize for what you said. Ask Alexa and her parents to reconsider the wedding. Or better yet, get down on your knees and beg them. This is so frustrating. And to miss out on Jason marrying into a family like that.
Don't you think I'm also disappointed at how things turned out? It's killing me to think that we've missed such a great opportunity. Honestly, you never once raised your voice about anything in your whole life before now. Why are you being like this?
I don't care anymore. If you can't fix this and get them to agree to the wedding again, then Alexa and Jason won't be the only ones calling off a marriage. You hear me?
What are you implying, John? John? Honey! What the hell? Why is that man suddenly so angry?
Looks like this whole household is falling apart. I guess Dad finally decided to retaliate and speak his mind for once. What should we do now? Seems like Dad is pretty angry about this.
Ugh, go study or something, Samantha. Jason, hurry up and give Alexa a call to talk about this.
Forget it, Mom. You really think she would pick up now if I called?
Wow, look at this! I can't believe how nice these modern apartments are nowadays. The walls and ceilings are so classy and stylish. What do you think? And for such a good price! I came to meet you today because you suddenly said you had something to show me. This was it? Pictures of random apartments you've been looking at with your mom?
Sweetie, Mom feels really bad about what happened. She said she's sorry. She said this was all just a big misunderstanding. So how about we just calm down and try to figure this out together? What do you say? She said that we can just forget the list of gifts and the money. And my parents have agreed that they will also find a better house for us to live in, not just the bungalow.
Does forgetting the list of gifts and money just erase all the other problems I said before? It doesn't matter what I say now, because later on I can just pretend nothing happens and everything will be okay. Is that how it works? Ah! Are there other things you would like to say? I understand that you must be very angry with me. I get it, Alexa. Honestly, you should have told me what kind of person your dad was from the get-go. Of course I had no idea. I didn't know your dad had such an esteemed position at his company. If I had known this from the start, don't you think I would have been a lot less harsh on you when we first met? Does it really matter what my parents do or who I was raised by? Even if just by one person, I deserve to be loved and seen and to feel confident in myself. For someone who is so blinded by their pride for their son that they look down on other people's families, how much more did you really need to know about me to treat me with respect?
Alexa, just focus on me for a second. I am really sorry. I brought her here because she said she wanted to apologize. But I guess I just brought her here for nothing.
Jason, I know that you've tried your best to play the middleman in all of this, but it just feels like this will never end, and you're going to play this role between me and her for the rest of your life. Are we really going to live happily when we're always caught in disagreements or always walking on eggshells?
Alexa, please. Even if there will be some disagreements, we can't just break up because of this one thing.
I guess I should have just called this off long before our parents met, when you still didn't see that anything was wrong. I think I've had to put up with enough judgment and excuses up until now. Anyhow, I came here today to tell you that we're breaking up and that's final. Even though I'm sure you can pick up on that yourself at this point, even if I don't say it outright. And I'm not going to change my mind.
But we loved each other, Alexa. We promised ourselves to each other and always said we would get married. I can't understand why we're breaking up over something as small as this. If you were having doubts about the marriage and about Mom, then why didn't you say anything to me about it from the start? Do you really not want to marry me?
Cut the nonsense, Jason. Your words have lost all meaning at this point. If I had said from the beginning that my dad owns a company just to make amends with your mom, then what? I'll just become a wallet for your family to use whenever they need something?
Whoever said my family was just going to use you for money? I'm just saying, wouldn't it have been easier just to tell her and move on so that we could get married?
From the first moment your mom and I met, she couldn't stop going on and on about how great her own son is. Now you're saying I should have just erased any parts of myself she might not like and only show a perfect image of myself to gain her approval? Look at how great my family is and how well I was raised by my rich parents. That's what you wanted me to do?
That's not what I'm saying. The fact that you hid all these things from me has just really messed with my head. My mind is all over the place. I don't know what to think anymore.
Quit whining. I'm sick of hearing it. Even if I did hide my doubts before, it doesn't erase all the horrible things your mom said to me and my family. And it doesn't erase the list of demands she blatantly handed to my mom either. Now that I think about it, I don't think that meet was the first time you had seen that list, based on how you talked about it.
Well, about that.
If that wasn't the first time you knew about it, then you should have done more to talk with your mom and get rid of it, way before we all met up. I'm done.
If I have to always consider what your parents will think before I do anything, then I know exactly what our marriage would look like. It's clear as day. I'm out of here.
Alexa! Alexa!
Jason, maybe after things calm down a bit, you can reach out to her again and talk things out. Can't we just say to your father that the talk went well and everything is going to be okay?
What's the point of lying and trying to cover everything up when you're just going to get caught anyway? Just tell the truth, Mom.
Shh, be quiet. Do you really want to see your own mother go through a divorce? I can't tell him what happened. I've never seen your dad this angry before.
Oh, whatever, Mom. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to get involved. I just lost the love of my life. My girlfriend of 4 years because of you.
If she was really your girlfriend of 4 years, then how come you didn't know the most important thing about her family?
We met while studying for the same exams together. I didn't think that her family would be so different from ours. I thought that I would be providing more for us in our relationship because I landed my job first and got a higher salary. And she always asked me for lifts since I'm the only one with a car, so I had no idea.
Honestly, kids these days never think things through. Open the door. Your father is probably waiting for us. For goodness sake, that man was always so easygoing and never cared about anything. Why is he suddenly so angry about all this? Pressuring people into a corner like this.
I don't know. It's because of you, Mom.
You're back? How did it go?
I'm going to go lay down.
What? You're not going to tell me what happened? Honey, you tell me now. How did it go? What did you talk about?
Well, you see,
Quit stalling and just tell me already.
everything was fine. It all went as planned, and we agreed to meet again to talk more things through so that we can smooth this over for good.
Really? It went well. You're not just saying all this to me now, are you?
Is this really something I can lie about? You would soon find out for yourself. It's just that her parents are still really angry at the moment. So we agreed to wait a little bit and then meet again to talk this over when things have died down a bit more.
You're serious? That's great! You two did great. I knew it would work out. There's no way a little disagreement like that would be reason to call off a wedding. Oh, that's great news.
Are you really that excited about this?
Of course I am. Just the thought of being able to work things out with my company's president is so exciting. This could be a new beginning for us, honey. My colleagues always tell me to keep my head down and stay in my lane working at a big company. But now, I think it's about time that I have something to brag about to them.
There's no need to make a scene. Just go to work like you always do and keep quiet about it. What do you think your colleagues would say if they knew?
If they didn't break up, then of course I'm going to walk in with my head held high. Plus, even their daughter will take our last name. So I'm not going to bow down and exhaust myself at work like some low-level employee anymore.
Honey, wait! Oh, for goodness sake. What kind of trouble is he going to stir up at work now?
Listen, John. Working as a security guard isn't easy work, you know.
Oh, for goodness sake. What am I supposed to do if everyone always complains about every little thing I do? What is it now, huh? What exactly did I do this time?
You can't just sit around at the desk waiting for something to happen. You need to go outside once in a while and patrol the area a little. Thoroughly monitor the surroundings. If you're just going to treat this job like any other office job you were working at before, maybe you should have thought twice about leaving those big fancy companies and coming here. Did you really think that anyone and everyone can just roll up and become a security guard?
Oh, please. I bet you would be shocked out of your skin if you knew what kind of power I really hold here. If you knew who I really am, you wouldn't be able to say a word to me.
Who you really are? You're just a security guard, John.
Huh! You would lose your mind if I told you. I'll keep my mouth shut for your sake, Jim.
Wow, you've really lost the plot, man. Come on now. If you've got something to say, then say it. You got some crazy connections to royalty or something? What kind of power could you possibly hold in this place?
Do you really want to know, son? Are you really going to be able to keep it to yourself? You have to tell me you can keep a secret.
Oh, brother. Come on, spit it out. What is this big secret? You're related to the CEO or something?
This guy should be a fortune teller. Your talents of foresight are wasted working as a mere security guard.
More like this guy's talking crazy talk. If you keep going around spewing nonsense like this, you're going to get caught sooner or later. What are you gonna do if the president actually finds out, huh?
I'm serious, Jim. His daughter's going to marry my son. It's just a matter of time now. We even met for lunch together as a family. Everything has just been a bit delayed because the kids have had a few bumps in the road.
Boy, you have really lost it. Even if this is all true, it doesn't mean that you can just slack off at work, John. You have to still do your job properly. Got it? What are you two doing loitering over there? If you two have time to chat, maybe you can tell me why the parking lot is such a mess these days?
Oh, sir. Nice to see you again, sir.
Oh, for goodness sake. I wanted to ask you something. This guy keeps telling people that you and him are going to be in-laws soon because your daughter and his son are getting married. Is that true? If so, can you tell him that it's no excuse for him to just sit in the security room doing nothing and only going on patrol when someone forces him to?
Well. Honestly, Jim, why do you have to bother our boss with petty stuff like this? I apologize, sir. This is my fault. I meant to keep it a secret, but it just came up in conversation and I had to tell the truth.
What do you mean? What is there to keep secret? It's true, we were almost in-laws, yes. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Well, how about that? Did you not hear me properly, son? I said almost, didn't I? Almost. There's no way we could be in-laws now. My daughter and John's son recently split up, so it didn't work out in the end.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure if it's appropriate for me to say, but they're actually back together, sir.
What are you talking about? What kind of nonsense is this? I met with my daughter recently, and she told me herself that they had met up and she broke up with him face to face. No questions about it. Even your wife went along and witnessed the whole thing. I can't imagine how hard it was for her to finally put her foot down. I told her time and time again to think it all over and reconsider breaking up face to face. But she was the one that said it was the right thing to do. They dated for nearly 4 years after all. Did they not tell you any of this, John?
Huh? I was told something completely different, though.
Okay. Just wait a minute. Hello? Alexa? Hey, sweetie. It's Dad. I'm just calling to confirm things between you and Jason. I'm here with his father, who says that you two are getting back together. Is that right? Right. Okay, so you're not getting back together then? It's over for good? Okay. Alright then, John. Should I put you on so you can hear it yourself?
No need, sir. Oh, damn it.
John! Hey! Where are you going? Oh dear, sir. I'm so sorry about all this. I'm sure you're far too busy to be dealing with this. I'll take good care of him and make sure he does a good job. Yes, well, don't worry about it. I didn't mention anything about the situation before because I thought it might complicate things at work. But I guess I have ended up digging my own grave by staying quiet. You're a good worker, son. Good luck.
What the hell? My whole life I've been putting up with anything thrown my way, enduring work at stupid big companies that don't give a damn about me. I've put up with it for so long, and this is what I get in return. I thought I would be able to move up the ladder with some time and live a happy, comfortable life. But no! Not for poor old Johnny boy! Ah!
John! Honey! Oh my god, what are you doing? I work so hard every day to sweep these floors just for you to smash empty bottles on the ground and make a huge mess!
This is your fault, Fiona! Your fault! Because of you, my life is ruined!
What on earth are you talking about? You've barely made it through the door and you're already causing a fuss. Ah! Are you crazy? Stop throwing things at me! Mom! Dad! What the hell is going on? Shouldn't you both be sleeping by now? What's all this commotion in the middle of the night?
Hey, you! Is it true that you and Alexa broke up? Huh? Tell me now!
Yeah, it's true, Dad. We ended things on the date the three of us met up for lunch. Well, the lunch was just a way to meet up in person and say a final goodbye. I've already told all my friends, too. But why are you so angry? Why are you smashing things up and throwing bottles, Dad?
Ah! My life is ruined! I'm screwed at work! Screwed! You don't even know how screwed I am!
John, please! Quit throwing things around! Your father must have lost his mind!
What is all that noise? What the? Dad? What are you doing?
If you're a civil servant, then act like one, boy! Time to serve the people and clean up this mess! It's the only way you're ever going to get anywhere in life anyhow. What with your mom's track record of screwing everything up.
Dad, what are you talking about? Jason, what is going on?
I don't know. I guess something must have happened at work today. Dad, come on. It's time to go to bed. Go lay down and get some rest.
Ah! You call yourself my son! You ruined everything for me! Everything!
Honestly, Jason, what do I pay you for if you're gonna keep slacking like this, huh? Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. If this is how you're going to do your job, then maybe you shouldn't have taken this position in the first place. You should have just performed consistently and moved up step by step when you were actually capable of doing the job. Because of you, I have to put in twice the work, you know. I'm the only one working my butt off here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I swear that's all you ever say. Isn't there anything else you want to add? Ugh, why are there always so many customers? I can't think straight. I gotta run to the bathroom, all right? From now on, think long and hard about what you're supposed to be doing and tell me first. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Oh, man. This is the worst.
Excuse me. Sorry. Coming through. I haven't ordered yet. Oh? Do I know you from somewhere? Oh, right. You used to date my boss, right? Alexa Stevens?
Oh, yes, I did. Long time no see. Right, you were in the same team as her. Wait, but wasn't she just a supervisor at your company?
Oh, I guess you didn't hear. Though I suppose you both might be keeping out of each other's business on purpose. Well, she got promoted to area manager, so she runs a few teams now. She's been in that post for about a year now.
Oh, really? She got promoted so soon?
Yes! I mean, she was always a good worker, so it's no surprise, really. I think she probably just went through a hard time with the breakup and put all her energy into her work and got herself promoted. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I overstepped a bit. My friends are here, so I'll get going now.
Oh, okay. Bye. I guess Alexa has been doing well. Even though I'm still here doing whatever the hell this is. Mom, I can't work like this anymore. I'm quitting. What are you talking about? Why do you want to quit all of a sudden? Why would you want to give up your civil servant job for a low-level position at a boring company? I don't know. I made a mistake. I don't think I'm cut out for this kind of work. It just doesn't fit me. And, well, it's impossible to get promoted or move up in this job. I can't live like this anymore.
Just be patient, Jason. You'll see. You'll be able to retire in no time. Faster than anyone else. Besides, can't civil servants move around to different positions after a while? It'll be good experience.
I'm going insane, Mom. As soon as the next opportunity comes to leave, I'm taking it. I can't take it anymore. My friends working at larger companies are earning at least $2,500 a month. But here I am, after a few promotions, and I barely earn $1,000. Don't you get it?
Still, your retirement money is going to be so much better than theirs. And it's not easy to get all those promotions, you know. You're gaining a lot of really important qualifications.
Mom, you just care more about the idea of your son being a civil servant than you do about my actual happiness. Isn't that right? You don't actually care what happens to me or what I want. Even if I get treated like dirt, I can't even report it or anything. Who knows what would happen later on if I do? I can't speak. I can't breathe. I'm suppressing myself every day.
Oh, for goodness sake. Why are you and your dad so weak? Can't you two handle anything? You have to work hard to have a good life.
You just live your life sitting around at home all day, Mom. What would you know about hard work? You have never worked a day in your life. Why do you always tell us to go out into the world and work ourselves to death when you've never had to yourself?
Well. You know, Jason, I'm not stupid. I can imagine how it is to work your jobs, even if I have never done it myself before. Don't be rash, Jason. Have a little patience. Look, today I bought us a really nice sun lounger for the patio. It's going to look great next to the water feature. Life is good. And it's a lot better than whatever Alexa's parents were ever going to give us.
Oh, just leave, Mom. I'm the idiot for thinking I can talk about this with you. Just leave.
Jason! Don't push me! You can't quit, okay? Just deal with it, no matter what. Got it? Deal with it!
That's the story of how our 4-year relationship ended. We had been together for a long time. I wonder if he was frustrated that I hadn't spoken up sooner or told him everything about my family before that day. But sometimes it isn't so easy for people to make such big decisions without doubting yourself. Thinking back, it was a good thing that I hadn't said anything and followed my sister's advice. His mother found out the truth about my family situation and just couldn't let it go. I think I became even more sure of what I wanted for my future after seeing her like that. The last I have heard about Jason was that he's been having a hard time because he isn't enjoying his work anymore. On the other hand, my work was recognized by my superiors, and I got promoted to a good position at my company. These days, I'm working hard at my job and trying to make the most of every day and have fun. I hope you all have a good day too. Even if you are feeling frustrated with life right now, I hope that you can still be kind to each other and see the good in the world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications to see more content.